Next, DDM Entertainment News. Nigerian comedian and content creator Oluwadolaz and his fiancée Ifeluv, popularly known as Ifeluv, has recently been at the center of public attention after Ifeluv alleged that he had been unfaithful to her in their relationship. The allegations have seen placed the couple under intense public scrutiny and judgment. However, this is not the first time the pair have become trending topics because of their relationship issues. Amid the ongoing scandal regarding content creator Oluwadolaz and ex-fiancé Ifeluv split, Omolola Fanimukun, the alleged side chick, has now spoken up. Taking to social media on March 12, 2025, Lola refuted the allegations, expressing her disappointment over what she described as baseless accusations. She maintained her innocence and clarified the circumstances surrounding her associations with the skitmaker. First things first, I like to think I'm a very great actress, if I do say so myself. So I don't have to sleep around for roles. My talent literally speaks for itself. Clearing the air on Ifeluv's allegations of catching her in Oluwadolaz's bathroom, she stressed that she was in another bathroom entirely cleaning up after a video shoot. Now, about catching me in the bathroom, I had just finished shooting a pepper content behind his studio house, and I needed to wash my body instantly. So he asked me to use his sister's room. The bathroom she's claiming she caught me in was his younger sister's bathroom where I was dressing up. I don't know why she convincingly forgot to add this detail. Wahala. Furthermore, accusing me of sleeping with your fiancé is one thing. Lying about multiple abortions just to evoke sympathy is another ballgame entirely. That's extremely petty. The last post comes amid the controversy after Ifeluv accused Oluwadolaz of several infidelity and financial irresponsibility and claimed that he slept with Lola. I never imagined I did have to deal with this source of bees this early in my career. Make sure you drop your comments on what you think about Lola and Ifeluv. Moving to a more interesting story. Veteran entertainer and activist Charly Boy has weighed in on the ongoing controversy surrounding Senate President Godswill following Senator Natasha Ugehian's decision to report him to the United Nations over alleged sexual harassment. Taking to Instagram on March 12, 2025, Charly Boy expressed his frustration over the state of Nigeria's leadership, criticizing the political class and calling out those in power. He wrote, "From the presidency, the Supreme Court justice, the law enforcement agencies to the House of Rep members and honorable senators, my people, Nigeria don scatter, reminds me of this song 1990. Referencing the ongoing issue between Senator Natasha and the Senate President, the activist slammed the men of the National Assembly, tagging them deplorable and undistinguished. In quotes, the National Assembly has the highest numbers of any men without value or shame, if you like. Very ratty dogs, deplorable and undistinguished. We can all see what's playing out with the Senate President's sex scandal, an act that has followed him around as a politician. Now, we are witnessing how victims are punished and the guilty flexing all over the place. Nonsense, my people. Globally, now for the Nigeria where real criminals are in power, concretion of crooks, drug players and sex predators are in charge of Nigeria, their fathers. Controversy surrounding Senator Natasha Udegan escalated after the senator suspended her on allegations of unparliamentary conduct. Many believe this move is politically motivated and tied to her accusations against Senate President Akpabio. Natasha's suspension came shortly after the publicly accused Akpabio of sexual harassment, a claim that has sent shockwaves across Nigeria. Rather than addressing her allegations, the Senate swiftly took disciplinary actions against her, fueling speculations of cover up. However, Natasha did not back down. She took her complaint to the United Nations on March 11, 2025. Nollywood actor Emeka Nwagboche also weighed in Natasha taking the case on UN. He wrote, Natasha has refused to remove her hands from his neck. Very what? Very good. Plus iron plus teeth, na breathing space.
I come with a heavy heart from Nigeria, but first I'd like to apologize to Honorable Kafila Obara. I am not here to bring shame to our country. I'm here to seek help for the women of Nigeria. Again, my name is Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. 5 days ago, on the 6th of March 2025, I was suspended. As a senator, I was suspended illegally because I submitted a petition of sexual harassment against the President of the Nigerian Senate, Senator Godswill. I thought that by submitting the petition, he would recuse himself, and both of us will submit ourselves to the Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition for a fair and transparent investigation. But unfortunately, I was silenced and I was suspended. I was suspended for 6 months, amongst many other stringent conditions, such as taking away my security, taking away all the officials, vehicles, and other items that were handed over to me as a senator. My salaries will be cut off. I must not appear anywhere near the National Assembly. And for 6 months, I'm not to introduce myself or present myself as a senator locally in Nigeria or internationally. That means I'm here illegally, but I have no other place to go but to come here and speak to you women, because this is a bigger picture. This is a bigger picture. It depicts the crisis of women political representation. My suspension is not just about me. It's about the systemic exclusion of women from political leadership in Nigeria. Women make up 3.6% of political offices, and in the Senate, it's just 2.8. We have 109 men, and only 4 of us are women. So right now, it's 108 with only 3 women. This is a clear case of political victimization, punishment for speaking out against impunity, corruption, and gender-based violence. The United Nations Declaration 48/104 declares sexual harassment as a form of gender violence. The Senate's actions are an assault on democracy. I was elected by my constituents to represent them. Yet a few powerful men have unilaterally decided to silence their voices by suspending me for 6 months. My call for an open and transparent investigation into harassment allegations have been met with hostility instead of accountability. If a female senator can be treated this way in the full view of the world, imagine what ordinary Nigerian women will go through every day in workplaces, in universities, and other aspects of our society. A culture of harassment and silencing must end. And this is not just a Nigerian issue, it's a global one. Women in politics, media, and businesses face threats, intimidation, and violence for simply demanding fairness. From sex for grades scandals in universities to harassment in workplaces and political spaces, Nigerian women have constantly been forced into silence. We need stronger legal protections and a zero culture tolerance for gender-based discrimination and intimidation. My call to the international community is such that the world must not stay silent as democracy and women's rights are rolled back in Nigeria. I call on human rights organizations, women movements, and democratic institutions to hold the Nigerian Senate accountable. Nigeria needs global partners to push for women's political inclusion, safety, and protection from political harassment. You may ask, what are my next steps? I will resist the political intimidation. In the past few days, a number of my colleagues, my male colleagues, have reached out to me and said, Natasha, all you need to do is apologize and retract your statements. And I told them I am not going to apologize. I will not apologize for my truth. That I will stand the 6-month suspension, and the very first day I return, I will represent my petition on sexual harassment. And I will continue doing so until there is a fair and transparent investigation. I will fight this injustice and continue to represent my constituents, whether the Senate wants to hear me or not. I will work with women's groups, civil society, and legal teams to ensure that this unconstitutional suspension is quashed. This is bigger than me. This is about ensuring that no other woman in politics or public office will ever be silenced again. Thank you so much.
Do ensure to subscribe and comment on our YouTube channel. Make sure you drop your comments on what you think about the ongoing controversy and ongoing allegations between Natasha and the Senate President Akpabio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our videos. I remain Obaje Evelyn Chinonyelum. Bye for now.